Nathaniel, great. Okay, we're gonna start with our pledge as we do always with every scouting event, including Roundtable. For those that are in uniform, you may salute. If those that are not in uniform, please place your hand over your heart and repeat with me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. 2. Thank you, everyone. We're not on a live PowerPoint today, but we're on a PDF PowerPoint, so bear with us. We have a full agenda for us today. Welcome, everybody. Please mute your speaker until there's a chance to talk. We can entertain questions in the chat bar down at the bottom, and we are recording our call or this conference today. A lot of things going on updating on our new registrations, update of Path to 500, a lot of cool resources that are available to you, a lot of training that's just been posted, a lot of fun fall activities, a full roster. We're back to full steam, everybody, and some chances for some questions and answers. That fun fall activities is going to fill up a lot of this meeting today because we're so much of it. All right. Path to 500. Currently, let's see here. Our membership right now is at 1,069. We got 431 new members to go. Let's get out there and try to recruit to 1,500 by the end of the year. How are we going to do that? Well, there's a lot of cool things that are available for you to take advantage of. Let's take a look. Look at this, banners, all different kinds, lots of full color things. You can do square logos there that they can tap in directly to the longbeachbsa.org join page. The idea here is to encourage boys and girls from 5 to 17 to join scouting. Those are our own people right there in our pictures. These are all customized to Long Beach area. There are yard signs that are available to you. Free, come on by, pick them up. Cub Scouts is our big effort right here. You can put those out on your yard. You can put those out on somebody else's yard. Just make sure you get permission to do that first, okay? Take a look. When you're looking at Scout Me In, you can see all the different Scout units, but then we've got a map here of all the different Scouts themselves, all distributed around the Long Beach area, Bellflower, and Lakewood as well. If we get yard signs out on all those different yards, we're going to get great coverage. So maybe unit leaders come by, pick them up, and distribute those out to your Scout parents so they can put those out on their yards. That would do a great deal, not just for your unit, but for everyone's units. Little mini magazines. I don't know if you've seen these before. We use them a lot when we're doing recruiting at the beginning of the year. These are like half-size Scout Life magazines, and this particular issue is all about Scout Me In, signing up for Scout Life magazine and all the rest. It's a good promotion. It's easy for them to take home. All right, and then flyers as well. We can do custom ones of all different kinds. Some of the ones that are promoted by National, they have space there that you can add in this customized information for dates and times and all the rest. We can print them right in the Scout office for you as well. Save on some time and effort. Okay. Is Victor in?
I am here. Hello.
Victor, you want to pull some of this in with us?
Sure, absolutely. My pleasure. My name is Victor. I'm a new staff member with the Long Beach Area Council. just a quick synopsis. I've worked with the LA Area Council for about 20 years, and I'm excited to be here. This is home for me. I grew up in Long Beach. I went to school at Poly. My sons, I have two boys and a daughter. Both of my boys were in PAC 208, and my son is about to eagle out of 247 with my fingers crossed. So excited about that. Thank you, Mr. Simon, for the plug in there. So common theme for, real exciting for the fall for us to get our membership growing. We've gotten a lot of demand. We see a lot of interest, a lot of parents calling because they want to get their kids out. They've been indoors for a long time. They want to get out and do activities. So that's a common theme that we have with the national, kind of with the national program, which is escape the indoors, be out and be doing things. And so we have all of our material that is tagged with this theme. And we also, we're showing localized pictures of our units, of our youth participating in outdoor activities. So if you want something customized, please let us know. We have, again, to just reiterate, flyers, banners, yard signs. We have bookmarkers for the boys to be able to invite other friends to join scouting, and that's also tying into to an incentive program that we have. I'll talk a little bit about it later as well. But and there it is. Okay, there's the incentive program. So what we are doing this fall is to incentivize and get more kids involved in scouting. Is we're asking all scouts to invite a friend to join scouting. And if they do join scouting, then we have some really cool prizes for them to win. So you just have to invite at least one friend to be able to get entered into these prizes. So first of all, they'll get a free patch, which you'll see the patch there, kind of tiny there, but it's the multicolored patch, is very nice, goes on the uniform. Then they also get entered into a bi-weekly drawing for a $20 gift card. So currently right now, I think we have two youth who have recruited 3 kids, and they're in the drawing that has just started. So we want more kids to sign up to tell us that that they're recruiting out there, and so that we can go ahead and put them into the drawing. We also will enter them into a grand prize drawing for a Nintendo Switch. Ooh. So again, all you have to do is recruit one friend, and you get entered into all these drawings. And the biweekly drawing, you have to you're able to get into the drawing as many times as you recruit a friend. So if you have 3 friends, 4 friends, that's the many times you're in the drawing. You can only bring the drawing once though on the biweekly drawing. And for the grand prize, well, you're just entered into it as many times. So if you recruit 10 friends, then you're in the drawing 10 times. You're 10 times more likely to win the grand prize. So it's exciting. We've got grand prizes, a Nintendo Switch or a $250 Amazon gift card, so they can pick whichever one they want. And so that's really exciting. And then for the parents, again, to tie it in with us being able to market the program out to our friends and neighbors, is if you put a yard sign in front of your home, and we're going to randomly checking around the neighborhood to spot these yard signs, and we will randomly select a winner every week and get a $5 gift card to Starbucks. So that's an incentive for the parents to help us out, put yard signs, whether it's in your business, if you're able to, or if you want to put a banner in your business, you're certainly able to as well. But definitely the yard signs in your home. And so that would definitely help us get the word out and get more kids involved.
All right, how about social media?
We do have Facebook ads. I'm sorry.
Relax.
All right.
Hey, did you want me to take that?
Yeah, go ahead, Mark. You're the social media guru, so I'll let you.
Right.
Sure. Here's a little hello.
Hi, hello.
Yeah, so we can do Facebook ads for your meetings and really help promote what's going on. Let's say at a local park or your school. We can narrow it down by ages, demographics. All we ask is that you let us know when your events are coming up, and we'll help spread the word around that area where your meeting place is, or wherever your event is taking place. Like I said, maybe it's at a park. Just there, the little graphic shows a little picture of what sponsored ads might look like, whether it's a picture or a video. So we're offering this to anybody. We'll help you put it out there and spread the word about your upcoming joining events. I think there's one other slide after this that shows a couple of other examples related to Facebook, not necessarily ads, but a couple of posts that PAC 75, shout out to PAC 75 if anybody's on this call, but some examples that PAC 75 has done posts on Facebook groups. So this is free. This isn't this isn't paid advertising, but these are just free posts that you could use in neighborhood groups, or like in this case on the Long Beach Moms Facebook group. Of course, you have to be a member of it, and that's free. But they've advertised their summer events. And the cool thing about this is these are trusted groups, right? These are people that live in your neighborhood. If you're looking for daycare, or if you're looking for maybe a new refrigerator, washer, or dryer service, whatever it is, right? This is kind of the group that you go to get some trusted referrals. And what better than a trusted referral than than something for scouting, where somebody down your street says, this is what my kids do. It's safe, it's fun, it's a lot of excitement. So these are just sort of creative, outside of the box ideas that you can implement, again, at no cost, and it's really effective.
Excellent.
And let us know what your growth goal is. So I think this we may have put this out there last month as well, but since school has started and we're back to school now, it'd be kind of cool to see what kind of numbers, what kind of growth everybody out there is looking at. And this applies to all levels. So if we got some troops out there, Sea Scouts, you name it. It's not just Cubs that are growing, but we're seeing interest in scouting in all levels of the program. So as we go through, we'll go on with the slideshow, and as we go on, just let us know in the chat what kind of growth you're looking for.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
One last reminder, and then Eric, maybe I'll kick it back to you. I think this is the last reminder, is that we have, as of August, fees increased for new members. So let your membership chair, your new member organizer, your new member welcome person in your PAC troop crew, remind them that for anybody new joining, not existing members are still good through the end of the year, but anybody new joining will have an increased fee shown here of $11.50 per month. Adults, $5 per month. Okay, so you can just keep that in mind. $11.50 for kids through the end of the year, and or per month through the end of the year, and then $5 for adults per month through the end of the year.
So is it prorated, and when they sign up, they pay for the remainder of the year?
Right.
Month?
Yep. It's a prorated fee at that monthly rate, and they pay through the end of the year based on the month they join.
Very good.
Yep.
Okay. Thank you for that. Okay. We've got some training coming up. I'd like to bounce this one over to Michael Devine.
Really? We have trainings?
We have lots of training.
Nobody actually told me about that. No, but wait, I think that's not true. So it's been almost a year and a half since we have been able to conduct outdoor live in-person trainings.
Yay!
Yeah, so we have a very robust and wonderful training committee in Long Beach, and there's some of the brightest and most talented scouters you could ever possibly see, and all they want to do is go out into the world and help you learn more about scouting. So this is really, really exciting for us. I'm going to talk about a couple things here. The first one is that we'll be conducting, again, for the first time in a long time, an outdoor weekend, October 16th and 17th at Camp Tockwitz, which is for both Cub leaders and Scout leaders. It's called ILOS, which is Introduction to Outdoor Leadership Skills, and that's for the Scout side. And Blue, Basic Adult Leadership Outdoor Orientation. They're both required to be considered trained leaders. There's a lot of go-getters out there that have been waiting for a really long time to be able to take one of these courses to become trained leaders for their positions. But that's really not the best reason to go. The best reason to go is because, number one, it's a lot of fun. You're going to be with other people that are going to run the gamut from maybe being on almost their very first camping trip ever to people that have been doing it for longer than, I don't know, the last 50 years. And what we do is we get everyone and teach them the basics of what happens during a Cub Scout or a Scout camp out. We teach them about flag ceremonies, flag retirements, about meal planning, about how patrols work, about how we teach skills, the kind of games we do, the kind of planning that you have to do before the events, outdoor cooking, all of that in a really fun and fast 2-day session. We are so smart that we know we don't want to start trainings on a Friday night up at Camp Tockwitz, because it will take you 6 hours when you leave Long Beach Friday night to get there. So we adjusted to make sure that we're not starting until 10 o'clock on Saturday morning. And therefore we have a wonderful campfire Saturday night. And then we teach our different modules through Sunday. And by Sunday afternoon, you are on your way home. And invariably, you may be a trained leader depending where you are on that path. It's $40. It includes all meals. If you have taken the course in the past, or you're one of the trainers who happens to be listening tonight, we are still looking for additional trainers to actually to work this event. It is one of the most fun ones we ever do. We love it. Following up a few weeks later, again, live for the first time in a year and a half at C-Base, we'll be offering leader-specific training on Sunday, November 7th. So this is the other part that you need to become a trained leader. We do leader-specific training for Scoutmaster and Assistant Scoutmaster. We also do it for a variety of positions within the Cub Pack. A lot of people get thrust into positions. That's how I started many, many years ago. Just one day, someone saying, "Hey, you're the new den leader." And you're scrambling to go, how do I do this? What do I do? Oh my gosh, I'm really, really nervous. And what we do is we can take you in about a 4.5-hour period through all the fundamentals that you need to know, understand the resources that you have, learn a little bit about scouting, and feel a lot more confident about doing the basics. Again, you don't need to be in scouting for 3, 4, 5 years to be quote unquote qualified to take this kind of class. Anybody who has an interest, even if you're not currently in one of those positions, we encourage you to take the trainings. Again, you will be surrounded by people that have done this for a very long time. And unlike doing online training, it's a unique opportunity to ask these people questions and to get answers. So I can't stress enough, take advantage. You will really enjoy it. I was talking to a bunch of parents a couple of weeks ago at a scout troop. And again, a lot of parents sit on the sidelines because they don't know how to engage. They feel intimidated by knowing about the program or not knowing about the program. These trainings teach you what scouting is all about and how it works, and will make you feel a lot better about getting involved. So please, if you have any questions, you can go to the website. My email address is there. I'm happy to answer any questions. Space will be limited in both for a wide variety of reasons. So it's first come, first serve. And if you have any questions, please reach out to us.
Okay, great. I think there was a question that was in the chat about first aid and CPR.
Is Joe here?
Joe is here, and he was able to answer that first aid.
Okay.
I was trying to type it out, but I'm on my phone, so it's probably easier if I just speak to them.
There you go.
So the date on the 22nd is a Wednesday evening. That is geared for people that are renewing or adults. We kind of want the scouts to take the all-day class, which right now is the 25th, but I think with the registrations, I was going to reach out to the individuals in that class and see if we can move that to the following weekend, which is the first Saturday in October. So that date that date of the 25th is kind of in flux, but that's an 8-hour course on a Saturday, and that's geared for people that are taking first aid, CPR, AED training for the very first time, or for youth.
Okay, great.
Hey, Eric, before you get off of training, I do want to add one last thing about Baloo.
Okay.
Who here can tell me why blue is really important for a pack, why blue training is really important for a pack. Anybody have an answer?
Say that. Raise your hand or type it into chat.
I mean, there could be hundreds of dollars involved here if you happen to know the answer.
Joe knows.
Joseph, who else? Who's there? Okay, Joseph, go ahead.
You can't do an outdoor activity or like an overnight activity without having somebody that's blue trained. You
That's
should have at least two.
Yeah, and all of us have experienced, unfortunately, over a period of time, an event that's had to be canceled because one person being blue trained in a pack is just not enough. If that person ever can't do an event, that means that has to be canceled. You know, typically 2 or 3 people per den should really be trained so that it's never a question when you go out on an overnight event whether or not you're going to be able to do it or not. So again, that blue training is critical, and we haven't offered it now in a year and a half. So packs, please take advantage.
Definitely. You don't want to let down your scouts and say, sorry, we can't hold our event now because we don't have, our blue person can't make it.
All right, thanks.
All right. Thank you. The climbing training is at Sea Base, September 11th, 12th, and 18th, all 3 days. I guess they're going to be climbing the Sea Base, right?
So I could talk about that one too. So the Saturday class is kind of like the book learning on the 11th. That's where we go over, learn some of the knots, things like that. The 12th is going to be on the rock training. It's going to be at Stony Point in the San Fernando Valley. And then the 18th is experience running the course or running ropes with youth. So you kind of get different experience each day. It's a lot of fun. If you're afraid of heights, it's even better. I'm terrified of heights, and the course has helped me a lot to be much more comfortable with it. So highly encourage it. If I could do it, then you can do it.
Hey, Michael, there was a question in the chat about potential den chief training, and I figured, YPT, merit badge counselors, some other trainings that weren't listed on the slide. Can you speak to any of those?
Yes. So, a lot of it is based on the staffing that we can pull together. We right now are working on enough staffing to be able to do Scoutmaster specific training, venturing leader specific training, den leader specific training, Cub Master specific training, and Cub committee training. We also are reaching out to people about den chief training. We have done it in the past. Usually it's very popular. We usually need 2 or 3 separate people to help us work on that because it's a separate course from anything else we're doing the rest of the day. And so those trainers are just involved with that. So that's why we have not spoken to it yet, simply because we're trying to get staff. And if you want to volunteer, please contact me and that will help. Just also quickly see here, I say there's a question. Well, it's from Mark, actually. That's not a question. Mark knows all this stuff. Merit badge counselor training. We usually offer about once every 2 months. That should be coming up and wind up on our calendar sometime between the end of this month, September, and the beginning of October. So I anticipate that, and that will be via Zoom. That won't be a live one. And that takes about an hour and a half, really fun, and you become a merit badge counselor.
Great. For all of these training dates and information, go to the longbsba.org website and go to the training webpage. Okay, and the latest information will be there with the dates, times, registrations, signups, and all the rest. Thank you. Ooh, something scary fun's coming up. Joe, what do you got to tell us?
So Cabaret is changing again a little bit. We've had some trouble getting an overnight venue. So we're trying to plan an event that will take the course of the weekend and still have some of the staples that some of our families are used to for Cabaret. The actual in in-person like activity day that we're looking at is on Sunday, October 24th. And then having a couple of adventures and things that we could do on Friday evening and Saturday to kind of fill the day with some scouting fun. I know it's a little different, but we've learned a little bit from the virtual cabaret that we ran last year, and we're hoping that this hybrid model that we're going into in during these COVID times will be something fun and engaging for the whole family, and mix a little bit of the kind of some of the elements that we've seen in some of our other events, like Family Adventure Day, with some of the elements from cabaret, and be able to provide some of the fun activities like BB gun, archery, and slingshot that you really can't do virtually. So that's where we're at with the event. We're definitely working on it and trying to get everything locked in and dialed in. But on the slide here, we have quite a few of the things that we're planning on trying to incorporate. So if anybody has any suggestions on things that we might be able to add, just unfortunately we weren't able to find any parks that would let us do an overnight right now with a lot of the restrictions.
Hey, Joe, I wonder, I know Long Beach has several streets and areas that do up their streets for Halloween. I wonder if we can get a list of those going, and maybe people can visit those too.
Yeah, no, definitely. We want to try and scout out the neighborhoods, so we can try and put together a fun driving path to kind of go and check out some of the haunted houses.
Yeah. Nice. Okay, great. We're going to make it fun. Well, things coming up after Halloween will be, of course, our Scouting for Food. Saturday, November 13th is our collection date. A lot of units will then pass out their bags the Saturday before that, and then collect them on November 13th, bring them over to our collection sites. I don't know, Rosa, if we have our collection sites already in place.
We do. The one in Lakewood with Project Shepherd and the city is all set. And Salvation Army, I don't have like a confirmation, but I mean, we do it every year there. I don't think that's going to be an issue.
Okay, so most likely it'll be the same 2 locations as we've had in the past few years. Excellent, very good. Are you going to need some help from crews to sort as well?
I will. I'm going to need a lot of help, and I'm going to be tapping on a lot of people. So expect emails from me.
All right, everybody, be ready. Reserve those dates. Okay, thank you. 10 Commandments hike. Burn off that turkey from the day before on Friday, November 26th, the day after Thanksgiving. Come by and visit a variety of churches and places of worship to go through our 10 Commandments hike. It's always a favorite. It's always fun to go. I'm not sure exactly the route that's going to be taken this year, but we're contacting our churches now. Okay, so reserve that date, November 26th. Long Beach Sea Base, one of our great resources. Not many councils have a sea base, and so that's great for us. Remember, you can take your scouts to the sea base for all different kinds of watercrafting. It can be a meeting place. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 rooms, 5 rooms, and plus the outside that you can use for a variety of things. It helps with social distancing too, because you can meet outdoors. And new families can have a special outing there and experience some of this scouting fun that we always get. If you want to make arrangements for any reservations, contact Chris Macy. There's the information there, or again, check on the webpage. Pavunga Lodge. Okay. ROA, Order of the Arrow. I'm not sure if Tomahawk's with us today.
Tomahawk is not, but I am here, so I
Very
will address
good.
this.
Okay, David.
Okay, so for those of you who aren't familiar with Order of the Arrow is the National Honor Society for Scouting. And some of you may ask, well, what about Tribe of Tahquitz or Tahquitz Community? So in Long Beach Area Council, we actually have two honor societies. We have what was formerly Tribe of Tahquitz, now Tahquitz Community. And that's basically our honor society that supports Camp Tahquitz. They've done a great job for many, many years running Camp Tahquitz. But there has been a national honor society called the Order of the Arrow. And we now have an Order of the Arrow lodge in every council in the country. Our council is one of the most recent. We've only been around for 10 years. But we are called the Pavunga Lodge of the Order of the Arrow. This is a group for Scouts BSA and above. So Scouts BSA, Ventures, Sea Scouts, and Explorers. You have to be a first-class Scout and have 15 nights of camping in order to qualify, and you have to be voted in by your unit, so your troop or your ship or your crew. We do a lot of service. That's our purpose, is to do service and support the council and do community service. But we also have a lot of fun activities for the Scouts. So it gives them more opportunities to do outings, to go camping, and to meet Scouts from other councils, because we are a national organization. We do a lot of connections with councils from, that are outside of Long Beach. So some of our events that we have coming up, our fall ordeal is coming up in September, the 24th through the 26th at Tahquitz. This is our initiation. So if your Scout might be interested in joining Order of the Arrow, you need to contact us right away so that we can have an election, because they must be elected by their unit. And then they will be initiated into the lodge on the weekend of September 24th to the 26th. Our next big event is our section conclave, which is in October, again at Tahquitz. And this includes 3 different councils. It's the Orange County Council, which is the Weatava Lodge, and it's the Inland Empire Council, which is the Kauai Lodge. So you get to meet Scouts from all over Southern California, and we have a lot of fun games and activities and competitions and training classes, and just a lot of fun. So this is a great event. Obviously, you have to be a member of the lodge to attend. So get in on the ordeal, and then you can attend the conclave. And then similarly, we have a fall fellowship, which is sort of a smaller conclave in November. And this is at Camp Emerson, which is an Orange County Council camp, I think Orange County. So we trade off on where our events will be held. And another great activity that we have every year is our tradery. If you're into trading Scout patches or Scout memorabilia, come to St. Dominic Savio Church in Bellflower on the 20th of November. This is open to anybody. You don't have to be a lodge member. Just come and see these crazy people who collect Scout memorabilia, and you will learn a lot about the history of Scouting talking to these people. There's a wealth of knowledge. And it can be a lot of fun. Just bring your patches and trade for patches, and it can be a really good time.
And if any of our Scouts are looking for a collections merit badge, that's a good start.
There you go. There you go. So it's a very interesting event. It's really, really cool. And then another thing, like I said, we're, the Pavunga Lodge, we're not just about service. We do a lot of service projects, but we also have a lot of fun. And this has become a tradition that we've had a Knott's Berry Farm Day. And we get the kids out to Knott's Berry Farm and have a day out there. And that will happen on November 21st. Again, this is only for lodge members, but like I said, you can join the lodge this September, and then you can go to Knott's Berry Farm in a couple months.
All right. Thank you, Dave. Excellent. Plug that Order of the Arrow. They're our honor society for Scouting. Next, we got some popcorn Victor, did you want
Yes.
to jump into this?
Yes, so popcorn. So we just received the popcorn this morning, and 3 units have already picked up their popcorn, and I'm pretty sure they're going to be selling out this weekend. So we've got our pickup time is tomorrow officially. If you got chance to come in early, you were able to pick it up today, but tomorrow we'll be open from 9 to 4. You can stop by and pick up popcorn. We do have extra popcorn for all any other units that are interested in participating as well. This is a really easy way to do it. We have the storefront sales. We secure the locations for you. We provide the popcorn. There's no risk on the units part. You don't have to put the money up front. Any popcorn that you don't sell, you could always return. So very easy to raise. Excuse me?
As long as you haven't eaten.
Oh, as long as it's not eaten or an open packages, you can return the popcorn. Absolutely. So very easy way to earn money, and great way for scouts to earn their summer camp. Earn their way to summer camp. It's exciting to have a prize program as well. So if you're interested, please contact me. You have my contact information right there. There's my phone number, and let me know what you would like to do. We could make any package available to you that we could put together, and if not, we'll try to do the best we can in trying to get more popcorn.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Excellent. There's a variety of pricing there so that you can sell it to any group of people if they're looking for something cheap or something not so cheap. It's all good though.
Delicious popcorn.
Yes, thank you very much. All right. This brings us to our close. If there are any questions that you might have of the variety of people that are here tonight on Roundtable, put those into chat or raise your hand, and we can try to answer some questions. Hopefully everybody is turning the corner on COVID and trying to get into some normality with school, and with that comes scouting. And so let's get out there, recruit. Okay. John, did you have anything to say? You short timer, you?
No, thank you. And thank all of you for any of you who sent some well wishes on my impending retirement. But just thank again all of you for everything that you're doing. Recruitment is really the watchword in getting new families engaged. That's really going to assure our future. So if you're involved in a pack and need help, just reach out to us. If you're involved in a troop and need help, that same applies. But if you're involved in a troop that's been able to navigate COVID and do well, we could really use your help in engaging and coaching, identifying maybe some recent folks that have crossed over that would be willing to coach maybe a pack that's associated with you or a neighbor pack to coach the leaders, coach them to get to training, provide them DIN chiefs, and make sure that they can get restarted. Rosa and Victor and Mark have been on the phone and email all day long with interest, so we know the interest is there. It's just making sure that on our end that our packs are ready to receive them. So and then as well as a coach, ensure that they get to training because that's going to be the best way to make sure that kids and families have a great program. So thank you, and look forward to a great September, a great start to school, and a safe start to it. And look forward to see you guys next month in October.
Okay, I do have one more plug. Thank you, John, about the Catholic Scout Retreat. Archdiocese of Los Angeles is holding their Scout Retreat October 2nd, 2021 at Veterans Memorial Park in Sylmar. And the other thing that is happening is also the Additari Day. It's the Catholic Medal program And of course, all scouting has a variety of religious medals that you can earn. There's a kickoff meeting for the Adatari Day, which is the Catholic medal for scouts that are 7th grade and older. And that is on September 26th at 7 p.m. It will be held or it's hosted by St. Dominic Savio Church. John Milkey's on the line here. He'll be spearheading this. There is a Zoom information password. I believe that's on the web page for longbeachbsa.org. Go there and you can get all of the dates and information. There's the little flyer right there. If it's backwards, I don't know. So, John, did you have anything else you wanted to add?
Oh, no, thank you for the opportunity, though, to have a comment. I know Christopher Espinosa wishes he could be with us and chat more about it, but you pretty much summed it up, that we're going to have an opportunity to get our scouts together and just do their duty to God and learn more about their faith. And by the way, I'll echo what you said, Eric, that hopefully just the fact that the Catholic Scouts have this program starting, I hope that it inspires scouts of all faiths to talk to their unit leaders and talk to our council to find out how they can also start a religious scout program. And particularly with the fact that we have the Scout Sunday coming up the first weekend of February, that's a very nice time to start now on a program and then perhaps even be recognized by your local faith community for your efforts. So yeah, thank you for making a plug for our particular event, and the fact that also there's a Catholic retreat that will be coming up the first weekend of October, which, by the way, that's open to all faiths. And I think because of the fact that much of the instruction is interfaith, it'll be very compatible to all scouts of all units and for families. So it's also going to be more of a family type of experience. You have the option to arrive Friday night and stay the night if you wish, and stay the night Saturday night as well, and make it, for example, a unit camping event where you can actually do your own cooking, although lunch will be provided by the retreat staff Saturday for lunch. Or you can just come in Saturday morning and participate in the program as much as you wish and leave Saturday night and leave in time to do your own dinner. So it's very flexible and a very promising experience, to be sure. Lori Sorensen is in our midst now, and she is a Catholic Committee on Scouting Archdiocese of LA chair who might want to add maybe a particular tidbit more. So thank you for being with us tonight, Lori.
Thank you. Thank you, John, for saying all that you did. You put on perfect on the point. One thing I just want to emphasize is that with all the things that are going on in the world, we could really use some focus on healing, and that's the theme of our retreat today. Our retreat in October is to talk about healing, and we integrate that in our games and our crafts and all that we'll be doing that day. So thank you, guys. I hope to see you. If you have any questions, you can ask John or Christopher Espinosa. And again, our retreat's on October 2nd. Thank you.
Very good. Thank you, Lori. All of this information is, again, on our website, on our web pages. This retreat is open to Scouts BSA grades K through 12. So, and venturing as well. So, and their families as well, right, Lori? Yeah.
Correct. It's open to all families, siblings, and friends if they want to.
Okay. Very good. Okay, great. I'm going to give the last word over to Mark. And how's your family doing, Mark?
Family's doing very well. So I appreciate all the well wishes. Last month, actually 4 weeks ago today, we had a new baby boy. So thank you so much for, again, all the messages. Our daughter will turn 3 next week. So it's a very fun household. I've been on mute for good reason. Because of all the noise behind me, but yeah, everybody's healthy. Baby boy, his name's James, and so James was born 6 pounds 13 ounces 21 inches, and it all went well. So that's it in a nutshell. But Eric, I do appreciate the the opportunity to just update everybody on our new family growth, and we're just so thankful and blessed. So yeah, thank you everybody.
Yeah, that's a good noise in the background. All right. Well, thank you everyone for attending today. Hopefully you bring home all of that which you learned today, distribute that out, talk to everyone, encourage everyone to be involved in scouting. So with that, I bid you adieu. Good night.